Right at the top of this video, this is all about something called GlycoBalance supplements. If you're looking up GlycoBalance for diabetes, GlycoBalance for weight loss, whatever it is you're seeing that this is supposedly for, it's a bottle of supplements called GlycoBalance. And so if you're looking up GlycoBalance supplements reviews or GlycoBalance reviews, I hope that you are going to get something out of my video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I saw an ad on Facebook. You can see it now. I'm going to hit play on this that claims Sylvester Stallone talked about this, and he never did.
If I hadn't found the cure for type 2, my wife wouldn't be here with me today. The biggest lie of all is that Mounjaro is the only solution for type 2 diabetes. You know, the hardest fight of my life was facing...
He said Mounjaro, but it said on the screen metformin, so I think the scammers got that wrong in their manipulation of Sylvester Stallone's lip movements. They're using AI-generated audio with deepfake visuals, meaning manipulated lip movement, to make it seem like Sylvester Stallone talked about this, and he never did.
Diabetes alongside my wife. The fear of her hurting a part of her body was written all over her face. You could see the sadness every time she had to skip the cake she loved so much at our family gatherings. And well, I tried everything. Lined up treatments with the best doctors in the US, paid for the top medications, even quit all my jobs just to care for her full time. But nothing worked until we discovered a natural remedy, a recipe that the renowned Dr. Barbara O'Neill refused to sell to the big pharmaceutical companies. My wife started drinking this garlic trick every night, and the result? It was unbelievable. Her blood sugar dropped to normal levels in just 7 days. She finally got that sparkle back in her eyes, started making those Sunday pancakes we all love again. My queen was coming back to me. And why am I sharing this? Look, I wouldn't be opening my heart like this if I hadn't seen the transformation with my own eyes. If this garlic trick...
All right, so first off, there's no garlic trick. So if you're seeing something online about a garlic trick for diabetes, this is a scam marketing technique that scammers came up with to try to sell you on this product called GlycoBalance. They want you to think there's a recipe they're going to reveal to you if you just go and follow a Facebook ad to a long video on the next website, and they're never going to reveal to you a recipe or a garlic trick. The garlic trick promise is a hook to get you to watch the long video on the next website. That's all it is. And scammers do this all the time with long videos on websites. They claim there's going to be a recipe, a mixture of an herb, a spice, a fruit, a vegetable, a meat, something in your pantry or your refrigerator that you can make at home tonight. And they never reveal it to you, but they know that a lot of people are going to stay and watch the video thinking that that promise might actually be fulfilled, and it never will be.
In the past 3 days, 1,384 cases of complete type 2 diabetes reversal have been confirmed. And the reason? A natural garlic ritual that's being praised by experts from Harvard, Stanford, and Emory as the most promising discovery in the fight against prediabetes, type 2 diabetes, or any glucose-related issue. What we're witnessing today...
This is the same song, and it's probably the same scammers who, the people who made the video on this website. I went from the Facebook ad with Sylvester Stallone now to this website. This is the same music I heard with a lottery scam called Lotto Cash, where this guy's like, these aren't tricks, there's something else. And this Dr. Leonard Voss, supposedly, but it's a guy with a fake name promoting a lottery winning sort of an app, and it's not real. Anyway, we don't talk about that. This is something that claims it's a garlic trick for diabetes, but it also mentions Ozempic at the top, which is for weight loss. The scammers are really mixing up their weight loss scams with diabetes scams these days, which is really kind of funny and also strange.
Today is the beginning of a new era for the over 40 million Americans affected by diabetes. Clinical tests and evaluations confirm that this discovery not only stopped, but actually reversed the devastating symptoms of diabetes. And now we're honored to have with us the mind who closely led this discovery, Dr. Barbara O'Neill, also known as the grandmother of the world. She's here to prove and demonstrate how this simple garlic trick can eliminate the diabetic parasite that silently infiltrates the pancreas, feeds on insulin, and releases toxins that throw blood sugar out of control. Even with a strict diet,
So can we talk about Dr. Barbara O'Neill? I'm sorry, Barbara O'Neill, not doctor. I don't think she's a medical doctor. I believe she's a homeopath or a naturopath, something like that. You probably know what more about her. But I do know this. She's put out an Instagram video before being like, hey, there are lots of scams out there that use my face, my voice, but I have nothing to do with them. And she doesn't have anything to do with this. No doctors, hospitals, universities, famous people have ever endorsed GlycoBalance supplements. But the scammers want you to think that they did. And again, I'm not calling GlycoBalance a scam. I am, however, saying there's scam marketing going on out there on strange websites. It's not like this is like glycobalance.com. This is a website that's something.online and it's unofficial looking and it has Portuguese language in the URL, which means Brazil to me and a bunch of other stuff. Let's hit play and watch a little bit more of this video.
and medication. Early reports show this natural combination may be up to 10 times more effective than traditional approaches like Jardiance, metformin, and even the well-known duo Mounjaro and Ozempic.
Everything we thought we knew about diabetes was 100% wrong, and I brought solid proof to show it right here. What causes diabetes in thousands of Americans isn't age, genetics, or diet. It's Big Pharma, which also has power in the food industry. They infect food with microscopic parasites that enter your body every day through food, water, and even the air. And they take advantage of any opportunity to trigger diseases that depend on the drugs they sell, which instead of curing, just feed the parasite and mask a few symptoms.
The scammers know these early minutes of their video are crucial to pique your interest, to try to keep watching. And so they're throwing everything at you that they can, being like things you can agree with, like, yeah, the Big Pharma, I don't like them either. Like, they're just trying to manipulate you into buying a product. So don't let the scammers win. If you did order this already, call your credit card company and see what they can do. That's especially, I'm talking if you went through a scam funnel.
Because if they ever find a cure, who's going to keep lining their pockets with trillions of dollars every year? In fact, I brought a recording that will be shown soon, exposing this corrupt industry taking advantage of innocent people. It makes me furious, because diabetes is a cruel disease. Besides taking away your ability to eat sweets, pasta, and soda, you're forced to load up on meds and still deal with glucose spikes. But the worst part, diabetes is a disease that not only leaves you vulnerable and helpless, it can take your life. I felt that fear. I saw the suffering of my own husband up close. None of the treatments or medications he tried worked. On the contrary, the financial burden and the side effects only made him worse. But thanks to this homemade garlic elixir that detoxes the pancreas and completely eliminates
I'm getting into the music.
Parasites. Today, my husband and thousands of people around the world are watching their blood sugar drop by 50, 80, 100, even 150 points in just 10 days using this $1 ritual. I like to call it the garlic trick.
All right, so Barbara O'Neill has nothing to do with this. There is no garlic trick. If you're looking around online for GlucoBalance and you're thinking of ordering GlucoBalance supplements and you're looking for GlycoBalance supplements, GlycoBalance reviews and complaints. If you're looking for information about GlycoBalance, I hope that you will stop and go see a doctor, because this is not something you want to buy, especially through a scam marketing funnel. This has scam marketing written all over it. I'm not calling the product a scam, but I am saying the garlic trick promise is a scam, and that and they're mixing up diabetes and weight loss. It's just too weird. Like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to ask me more questions. If I talk too fast, if you didn't understand something, let me know in the comments down below. I will be glad to help answer anything you want, because these scams, there are hundreds, if not thousands of scams just like this online right now with a product, scam marketing with deep fake AI generated audio and all that kind of stuff. You might be wondering, why isn't Barbara O'Neill go after the scammers? Maybe there's time and money or something. I don't know. But there are lots of scams out there trying to get your money. The best bet will always be to go see a doctor. And I'm not calling Big Pharma great. I didn't say that. I am, however, saying that they use Big Pharma to try to get you to end up buying this product. Don't let them influence you into buying something. Instead, definitely, I want you to wisely go and see a medical professional if you're having an issue with your health, so you can get proper health care and not waste time and money, which are precious, so that you can get the treatment that you need. I hope I helped. That is all that I got. Thank you for watching.